Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about the future of gaming and in particular esports. And there's some interesting news out there that actually came out yesterday about the first event. And you have to be a Shiba Inu holder, and you also have to be a fan of Rocket League because that's the game they selected to play. I know a big population out there plays Rocket League. We're going to get into the details of the first ever connection here between esports and gaming with SHIB. We're going to talk about that and what the future looks like. I think this is a great way to kick off the start of something new that I think could definitely bring a lot of attention and a lot of new people to the space for SHIB and for crypto. And I think it's kind of inevitable. And we're going to get into an article as to why I think that. First and foremost, if you're just stopping by for the first time, welcome in. And if you've been here before, glad to have you back. And okay, let's pop right into this article because this kind of situates this nicely here. Blockchain, the next step in esports and gambling. So this article was written back in June, and you could scour the internet. There's a lot of different articles related to this topic. I like this one because they talk about these two industries as standalone industries, but then also how the blockchain industry kind of elevates both esports and gambling. And a lot of times these are, one and the same, right? A lot of times we're gambling on esports, right? We've already seen that technology and that concept out there. So it says here, many believe crypto will play a big part. There are numerous uses for blockchain technology, some of which are yet to even be discovered, right? It only makes sense that a fully digital industry like esports would try to leverage the benefits of this ingenious technology, speaking of crypto. And that's exactly what's been happening in the recent weeks. We've already seen crypto casinos pop up. They're increasing in popularity, and with them, a simple wagering game called Bitcoin Dice, where you kind of basically roll the die and pick an over-under type deal. And if you're, you pretty much have a somewhat of a 50-50 shot there to get the answer correct. So we're already seeing that technology and that idea come to fruition. I think it's only inevitable until we start using particular tokens for particular games, right? It says here, crypto is a natural fit for both the esports and gambling industries, and the fast implementation of the technology by businesses is proof of that. Not because of its skyrocketing popularity, but because of its unique perks and seemingly endless potential in so many different aspects. So to kind of situate this entire idea before we get into the particulars of what this looks like for the Shiba token and Rocket League in this first big event they're holding. We've seen in recent weeks, a lot of these NFT gaming assets have been doing really well, right? Whether it's Axie Infinity or the Fear token, we've seen a lot of tokens in the NFT space related to gaming just doing really, really well. And I think this is only the tip of the iceberg, if you will. So let's scroll down here, and there's a couple other things I wanted to note here. So while NFTs represent mainly an amusing addition to the revenue sources of esports businesses, it's likely just the beginning of the crypto era. Some believe grassroots esports will live to a large extent on the blockchain, meaning while a lot of the games right now are being adapted to the blockchain, there are going to be future games designed for the blockchain in particular. That's kind of the next step, right? Where, right now, Rocket League is kind of a standalone game that they're adapting and kind of bringing into the crypto or blockchain space. We're seeing a rise in real money gaming platforms, many of which are operating on the blockchain. So it says here, FYX Gaming, a blockchain platform whose flagship title is aptly named Crypto Fights, operates on the Bitcoin SV blockchain. Indeed, using blockchain technology has many benefits, including permanent data storage, right? Detection and deterrence of cheaters, the potential for valuable in-game drops in the form of NFTs, and much, much more. The big one is data storage, though, right? That's really one of the biggest perks of the blockchain technology as a whole. So it says here, too, the CEO here of FYX says he envisions esports looking like online poker on steroids. We've already seen online poker rooms take off. Given the potential of real money gaming at a grassroots level, ultimately blockchain could improve competitive integrity and security in esports, and as Kling sees it, it could democratize esports. And man, this is fascinating. So now that we've got kind of a nice background, kind of set the stage, let's talk about SHIB and what they're doing in particular here. So I did address this in a previous video just a few days ago, and I just mentioned the future of esports. Well, they kind of worked on this pretty quick. So if you're not yet following this account, Shiba Stadium, go over and give them a follow. I just did so myself because I want to make sure I'm getting all the latest here. So basically, they talked about this yesterday. The wait is over. The chosen game is Rocket League. And they asked the teams here to send your information to shibastadium@gmail.com. Put in the subject, first SHIB RL tournament. Only 8 will play. And they have this little mini video to kind of get you ready. It's pretty freaking cool. Look at that. You can kind of see that a little bit on screen. I am Ryoshi on the car there, which is pretty sweet. 10,000 USD in prizes. There are going to be prizes in SHIB, leash, or bone. This is going to be pretty neat to watch. So then you scroll up here. It says kind of an update here. Again, register by going to shibastadium@gmail.com. Send your team name and more info if you wish. They already have more than 8 team applicants. They're only going to do a public poll to choose 7. Use the exact email subject, first SHIB RL tournament. So there you go. This is pretty cool. And I want to go back over to the website because this is something they've kind of talked about for a long time. This is but really the first project we've seen, along with some of the standalone NFT projects that we've seen. This is something culminating the entire ecosystem, which I think is really cool. And I've always spoke on this one as kind of a hidden catalyst, right? We talk about the big ones all the time, but this one, because it's so new, right? Speaking of the art area / NFT / gaming area, because it's so new. We may not be able to see how tangible this sort of thing is because it's really abstract yet. We're still trying new things and seeing kind of what's going to work. But the fact that SHIB was here early, and here's some of the art incubator stuff, which is pretty cool actually. These are, I don't know if all of these were sold as NFTs yet, but there has been quite a rise in the NFTs for SHIB too. But in terms of gaming, we're just scratching the surface, right? And I think they're kind of in the trial and error phase right now with Shiba Stadium. But I think it's good that they're getting started, trying new things. And I'm really curious to see how this pans out. Would love to get your thoughts down below too. And real quick, before we get out of here in this video, let's take a look at the SHIB price right now because this is continuing to fall. Again, we've got major support down here at 5.5. Currently, we are at 5.80. And we'll scroll in here. And let's take it into let's take it into the 30-minute bars here. So you can see we've actually dipped down to almost our major support levels. We've got down to 5.7 levels here. And we continue to see this price go closer and closer to these major support levels. Again, I'd be really shocked if we get past that major support level of 5.5, meaning on the downward trend. But if we do, it's going to be something to watch because we haven't been there since the big fall in May. So my guess is we're going to bounce off this pretty nicely, and I think the entire market will come back. Bitcoin, though, right now down at 29,600 as well. So again, all these altcoins follow Bitcoin. And real quick, last thing before we end the video, supporter and insider levels. If you want to become a private member, come on over, check us out over there. That link's down in the description. And hopefully you enjoyed this update. Let me know your thoughts about Shiba Inu esports and gaming and the future of the space. Would love to hear from you down below in the comment section. All right, talk to you soon.